Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. Today we're going to be talking about AMC. Is AMC stock a good buy? $9.27. Is AMC stock going to go through a short squeeze? I hope to answer all those questions for you guys by the end of the video. I just want everybody to know before I start the video, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. So with that being said, guys, let's get started with the video. So, all right, taking a look at AMC today, down about 10%. I feel like that has a little bit to do with the shareholder seeking of the 500 million shares. Obviously, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's just a little bit of kind of bad news, but not really something to be super worried about. I still do think AMC stock is a good buy, $9.27. I still do think the stock is going to go through a short squeeze. Now, first, let me talk about why I think AMC stock is a good buy at $9.27. If we know anything, we know that the world is opening back up. We know that the world is on path to kind of go back to the way it was before. Here in California, we just moved to a different tier. So now movie theaters, restaurants can now operate at a 50% capacity, which is definitely going to boost AMC's earnings in the short term and in the long term as well. It does give some insight, okay, that things are going back to normal. Businesses are going back to normal as well. I know right now, although AMC movie theaters in most parts in the United States are only operating at 25% capacity, it's still better than just being completely closed. 99% of all AMC movie theaters are now closed. So that goes to show, okay, next earnings, like quarter one, quarter two earnings, are definitely going to be pretty good for AMC as an overall stock. As you guys know, AMC did lose $4.59 billion in the year of 2020. Obviously not a good year for a company like AMC. They had to take on a lot of debt to be able to kind of stay afloat, which does concern some shareholders, but taking on debt is part of the process, especially if you want to stay alive. AMC, by doing this, was able to save itself from bankruptcy. It didn't seem like AMC really had much of a choice at this point. So there's nothing wrong with AMC having to take on more debt just to kind of stay alive. Obviously, AMC did not get any government bailout at all. So, AMC didn't really have a choice in the matter. I think what AMC did was smart. But now that movie theaters have reopened back up, especially in California and New York City, those are two of the biggest box offices for AMC movie theaters. It's definitely going to boost earnings. It's definitely going to boost its outlook altogether. Now, taking a look at the one-year chart, we definitely see, okay, the stock has kind of been trading sideways for a long time, but we do see here January 27, 2021, it's kind of been on the increase ever since, but up 209% over the last year. So if people bought the stock super early, you're up 200% on your investment, which is pretty good. And, a lot of people, yes, they do think AMC. For me, I think AMC stock is going to hit $25 by summertime, if not maybe a little bit later. I do see a lot more upside potential in AMC stock. Like I said, stocks like AMC that were neglected because of the pandemic. Obviously, its business model was severely impacted by the pandemic as well. Obviously, being in a movie theater means you have to be in very close proximity spaces, really tanking its overall business line. But the reason why I think AMC is going to do well in the short-term future and why the stock price is going to go up is because, one, of pent-up demand. Right, people have not been able to go to the movie theaters for such a long time, but now that they're able to, now that they have the option to, more people are going to be wanting to go to the movie theaters again. And I can understand where people say, okay, streaming services and Disney Plus and all this stuff, is taking over. And I actually am just not really overall sold on the overall idea of streaming services really taking away the business line that movie theaters have. Movie theaters are a completely different experience. You get to go to the movies, you get to buy popcorn and soda, you get a big screen, you get to buy, popcorn, soda, candy, and you get to go out with your friends, significant other on a big screen with nice speakers. It's just an overall experience to be able to go out. You don't get that same experience just watching streaming services from home. You just don't. It cannot be replaced. And another reason why I think AMC stock is going to do well, because a lot of entertainment stocks and travel are definitely going to see a lot of upside as states start to reopen up to their full capacities. This is not no news. We've definitely seen the rotation out of tech and EV, and a lot of people are rotating more into entertainment stocks and kind of travel because those are the business lines that got neglected the most during the pandemic. But for me, let's talk about a little bit why I think AMC personally is going to go through a short squeeze. I know that's why a lot of people are holding the stock altogether and why some people are super bullish on the stock. A lot of people holding AMC just because they think it's going to go to the absolute moon, which is a great possibility. And let me tell you why. There's a lot of people who are holding a lot of short float on AMC. I believe it's upwards of 18 million shares. We definitely see, like I said, back to the one-year chart. we definitely see here at this January 27th mark, I could swear to you guys that a lot new hedge funds and not a lot of new people started huge short positions because they probably think that AMC stock is never going to revisit those prices. As bullish sentiment continues to grow on AMC stock, if AMC stock is able to reach the $15, $16, $17 mark, people are going to start getting scared, and they're going to start covering their short positions, which will slowly drive the stock upward. Now, I know what people say, okay, then how does the short squeeze happen? Is because, people are not covering 20 shares or 50 shares or 100 shares, right? People are covering millions and millions of shares, which will then in turn squeeze the stock so high up which then leads other hedge funds to continue to buy stocks back because they're losing so much money. This does put into perspective a lot about what kind of goes on overall, what kind of goes on, and how the short squeeze actually happens. But it needs good enough news to kind of be able to run up, and it needs that high stock price to be able to have to go up as well. Like I said, given the opportunity, AMC stock will go through a short squeeze. I think AMC stock does have that opportunity. I know some people say, okay, it's clickbait or whatever. I don't think AMC is going to go through a short squeeze. But for me, like I said, looking at the overall short float, seeing how this stock is slowly going to start increasing over the months, seeing how a lot more people are bullish on AMC, and it has a lot more media attention ever since the Reddit fueled kind of meme stock thing kind of went down. So for me, it all points towards AMC having to go through a short squeeze at some point or another. With a short squeeze, though, it's one thing. It's impeccable. You cannot time it. There is no date. A lot of people were talking about GameStop short squeeze for such a long time until it did finally squeeze. And I know some people say, like, oh, what price could AMC actually go to? For me, if AMC does get the chance to squeeze, I think AMC could actually go from $50 to $100. And I know some people say, okay, that's impossible. I don't believe that AMC can actually hit that. But if we take a look at it, if you told people GameStop during the short squeeze was going to go to $450, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would not have believed that either. It's all based on circumstance, and it's all based on how many shares actually have to be covered. And when AMC does get the chance to run, which I think it will, I know that AMC stock is going to go through a pretty big short squeeze, but like I said, you cannot time it. It's all going to happen at random. But for me, I'm still bullish on AMC stock, whether it goes through a short squeeze or not. I think the stock does have a lot of upside potential from here. I think AMC is a very good buy at $9.27 because I do see the stock kind of going, like I said, through a great recovery. Like I said, as movie theaters have started to reopen back up, states have started to reopen back up, stocks like AMC are definitely going to see a lot more upside, especially leading into the summertime. So quarter one and quarter two earnings are going to look great for AMC if put into the position where this drives AMC stock up high enough. Then this could put AMC through a short squeeze. Now, I also want people to know as well, that yes, it may sink some days, but you have to understand that AMC's growth is very explosive at all costs. What do I mean by this? I mean that AMC stock can jump 20, 30% in a single day for just a little bit of news. So the stock is very volatile, so you can never discount it out. You can never say that, okay, AMC is down 10% because it could just retract back up 30 to 40% in a single day. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of AMC stock. Do you guys think AMC stock is going to go through a short squeeze? If you guys own AMC stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.